So there is even more details being unveiled and uncovered about Sasha Banks and Bayley losing the women's tag team titles, the straps, at WrestleMania. They reportedly caused a bad scene on WrestleMania weekend leading up to the show because they knew they were going to walk into WrestleMania MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. They were going to defend the gold, but they were going to lose, and they were not satisfied with the booking, the planning, the strategy, the whole philosophy, and I understand, sometimes, you win some and you lose some, and I'm sure Bayley and Sasha Banks, some would say that's a little selfish, some would say it's a little bit immature, it's premature, some would be on the side of Bayley and Sasha Banks, some would say that they need a change in attitude, some would say that they deserve to lose the tag team titles, but they still made history as the first ever women's tag team champions in WWE history. Now, yeah, I know years and years and years ago, there were women tag team champions, but never to the extent of the women that we're seeing today with the storylines and the matches, the woman main eventing and headlining and WrestleMania, after ladder match, after TLC, after Royal Rumble, after Battle Royal, after Hell in the Cell. The women have made a lot of history, and Sasha Banks and Bayley still have a lot to be happy about, but they caused a bad scene, a ruckus at WrestleMania, and now they're referencing AEW. They're unfollowing WWE. Bayley and Sasha Banks' attitudes are not too taken too kindly, I guess to a certain extent you can see the frustration in Bayley and Sasha Banks and why it's warranted, but at the same time, the Iconics are now the most iconic tag team in WWE as the women's tag team champions, whether you like it or not. But yes, the fact that Bayley and Sasha Banks caused a bad scene, social media is going wild. Sasha Banks and Bayley are actually now being more talked about than ever before, now that they've lost the tag team titles. And you have to assume that even though they lost the tag team titles, they would probably win back the tag team titles somewhere down the line. I'm sure, they didn't like the fact that it was short term. They feel like they were treated unfairly. It was a poor act. It was poor judgment. But ladies and gentlemen, it was Vince McMahon at the end of the day who came down and said, well, it's going to be his way. So your comments and your opinions on Sasha Banks and Bayley, who could both very well be out of the WWE, and them causing a bad scene at WrestleMania probably didn't make matters any better. If a matter of fact, it probably made it a hell of a lot worse. So ladies and gentlemen, your comments and your opinions on Bayley and Sasha Banks, and what about Ronda Rousey not wrestling for a while in WWE? What about Nia Jax being out of WWE for the next 3 to 6 to 9 months? It's more like 6 to 9 months. So the WWE is going to be losing a lot of viable women if they keep the track and keep this record. So ladies and gentlemen, it's no wonder I'm the brash and the brazen. I work around the clock. It's so important to refresh my channel morning, noon, and night. Mostly more at night and in the afternoon, because that's when the news and the rumors start to flow in. But it's always important to check your phone, your iPad, your computer, your laptop. It's just important to check any device every hour, just in case. Because Sean's View Entertainment will be the everyday delight, because I will bring it to you as it was meant to be and as it was supposed to be. So ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the actions of Sasha Banks and Bayley at WrestleMania? And did they deserve a longer run with the tag team titles? Were they treated unfairly? Your comments, your opinions. Share and subscribe. Sean's View is here, and that's just the damn thing.